Good morning, children. First of all, a very big applause to you all. Really, I am so happy to know that all of you have completed the homework given by you 2 days back. Very good. Keep it up. Last class, we studied about living organisms and binomial nomenclature. Today, through this video, we are going to study about classification. As you know already, there are more than 1.7 million species on this earth. And if you want to learn about all these organisms, it's very difficult. Is it possible? Is it easy? No, not at all. So there must be something. There must be some means so that we can learn about all these organisms. What is that process? How can we learn about all these organisms? Yes, there is one process. That process is classification. There are millions of organisms on this earth. You see here, for example, there are millions of organisms on this earth. And if we group them on the basis of their common characters, observable characters, that's cat, all cats together, dog together, man together, beetle, mango, rose, bee, butterfly and lily, all together. If we group them into different categories on the basis of their characters, then we can easily learn about all these organisms. Because all these groups, they have same type of characters. Here see, with these cats and dogs, all are one categories. And we can group them in all these three also into one category. What is that category? Yes, very good. Mammals. When you think about mammal, all of us, we imagine the external ear and then body covered with hair. And then here, butterfly, bee, beetle. All these can be grouped into insects. Lily, rose, mango, all these can be grouped into plants. And also, you see here, this dog, cat, dog, man, beetle, bee, butterfly, all these can also be grouped under one category. What is that? Animals. Okay, this is one category, and all these together, one mammal, it is one category, and all these things together, one category, that is animals. Okay, in this way we can classify. So, what is classification? Classification is the process. It's a process by which anything is grouped into convenient categories based on some easily observable characters. Okay, on the basis of very important basis of easily observable characters. This is called classification. And the scientific name for categories is taxa. These categories, we group them into categories, and the categories scientifically is known as taxa. You see here, dogs, all these dogs together, that is one taxa. All mammals, they together they form one taxa. All animals also they form one taxa. But all these are taxa at different levels. They are taxa at different levels. And then what is taxonomy? Same like classification. Based on characteristics, all living organisms can be classified into different taxa. All living organisms can be classified into different taxa. And this process of classification is called taxonomy. Here into categories, and now here we are telling the same thing as taxa. That is called taxonomy. And there are some basics to taxonomy. First, we should know about the characteristic features of an organism. And then we have to identify the organism, and it should be classified, and nomenclature, name should be given. These are all the basics to taxonomy. Okay, and then next we will study about systematics. Taxonomy means we are classifying them, we are grouping them into different taxa. That is taxonomy. And what is systematics? Human beings, we not only want to know about the organism, we want to know about, it is our habit to compare two people. So we want to compare the organisms, different organisms or different groups. So we want to know about the relationship between the organisms. And the study of organisms, diversity, and also the relationship between the organisms is called systematics. This came from a Latin word systema. What is systema? Systema is systematic arrangement of organisms. You know the scientist Carolus Linnaeus? Carolus Linnaeus, he published a book titled Systema Naturae. Like systematics, like taxonomy, systematics also include classification, identification, evolutionary relationship, and nomenclature. Okay. In olden days, human beings, they wanted to know about organisms only for food, shelter, and clothing, because that was the need of mankind in those days. They wanted to know about organisms mainly for this purpose. So, in olden days, organisms were classified on the uses of various organisms, based on the uses of various organisms. But nowadays, we want to compare them. That is why now came systematics on the basis of their characteristics and also diversity and also the relationship among the organisms. This branch of study is referred to as systematics. So today we studied about how are organisms classified, on what basis they are classified. Only the introduction we studied. Next class we will study about taxonomic hierarchy, the hierarchy of classification. The next video you will see about the hierarchy of classification. Thank you, students.